What's up, guys? ArtistVersion1 here, and welcome back to another edition of the Three-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast. And guess what? You can't have a three-way dance unless there's three of us. So you know what? Fuck the show tonight because there's not three of us. You know. So, thanks for joining us this week. See you next week. No, Shelby, aka Shubs, is not with us tonight. He had to shovel his driveway, do a whole bunch of bullshit. So he was just like, fuck the show. I'm not doing it tonight. So me and Nick said, we got it. So joining me as always is he's got your number on the wall, Nick.
I got it for a good time, Call. What's up, everybody? Now I'm going to have that song stuck in my head for the next couple days.
Here, you're welcome. We got a show for you here tonight. We're going to talk about, of course, the recent Elimination Chamber pay-per-view that came on last Saturday. We're going to talk about some news. We're going to play It Came From eBay, three-word dance. We're not going to have an after-segment show or after-segment game this week. We figured we cut a little short this week here, but we will still have Up Nick's Ass and Fact of the Week, Vintage Pick of the Week, all that good stuff here. And before we get to anything else, if you guys haven't seen, I recently did a little mini interview with former WWE superstar Melina, aka Melina Perez. It is available on the YouTube channel where all the three-way dances go. Three-way dance. I thought I said three-word. Well, technically they go there too, if you really break it down. Yeah. So if you head on over to youtube.com/theartistv1, that is V there. You can check out that little mini interview there. And apparently that got big enough to where somebody actually reported that as news. Ain't that some shit, man?
That's crazy.
I was live.
It's still like, whoa.
I was live and somebody was just like, hey, and they said it like so nonchalantly. They were just like, hey, by the way, your interview ended up on lordsofpain.com. And I'm just like,
whoa.
What? I was like, beg pardon? I was like, no, it didn't. He was like, no, I did. And I'm like, hold on. And that's the website I go to all the time. Well, now it's called Wrestling Headlines, but right. I was like, what? So I'm scrolling and it was like, Melina talks about backstage heat. And I'm like, huh? And then they're just like, Melina appeared on the ArtistVersion1. I'm like, huh? Like, what the hell? You know? The only bad thing about that article is that they took like what she said, like out of context. Like they made it seemed like it was talking about WWE, and the question I asked was about Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
You know, that was the only bad thing about it. But still, somebody found that popular enough to be like, oh, shit, let me turn this in and, like, make an article out of it. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just some fucking idiot that was just asking questions and shit. You know? So, if you...
on me that day, it was like, here, ask some questions. Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Because, like, the way that came about was... We'll get into the show, I promise, guys. But the way that came about was I was literally, this is not figuratively, I was literally sitting on my shitter, you know? And I knew she was doing a live autograph signing that day. So I was like, oh, let me go pop in. And Melina was looking good. If you go look at the interview, she was looking good, you know? So I type in the comments, I was like, Melina looking good today. And I know the guy running the signing, and he was like, he messaged me personally. He was like, hey, would you like to pop on the live and say hi to Melina? I'm like, are you for real? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, let me get to my computer. So I had to wipe my ass.
Shit.
Yeah, exactly. I had to wipe my ass real quick, run downstairs to my computer. And then, like, literally there was a guy on ahead of me. And I was like, wait, I'm not getting an autograph. Which, if you watch the interview, I ended up getting an autograph. Yeah. But I'm like, I'm not getting an autograph. I need some shit to ask her. It's like, I literally came up with everything that I asked her in that video within like 45 seconds. You know? So if you guys haven't seen that interview and want to check it out, it is available on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/theartistv1. Plus, I posted a short from that interview about her setting me up for the Three-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast plug. 1,000 views last night.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. So, you know, thank you guys for checking out the interview and checking out the short and everything. Hopefully you guys are listening to this. So let's get right into the news. I couldn't really find a fifth news article, and I think we talked about you and Shelby talked about it. But Kenny Omega possibly being courted by the WWE, which isn't that? Wasn't Tony Khan already pissed about that before?
Yes, but he was pissed about guys that weren't TVPs. Kenny Omega, it sounds like, has as much say as what Tony might in the scheme of things with the talent. I know I rag on Kenny Omega a lot. There are matches I've seen of his that I'm like, okay, that was fucking great. Even though I don't like this guy, like, that was fucking great.
Yep.
It would be a major blow to AEW if Kenny Omega left, because that's almost a guarantee that the Young Bucks are going to leave at the end of the year when the extension's up.
But do you really think he's going to leave, though?
I could see it if for the fact that he wants to end his career with like a 1-year deal, have a couple matches he hasn't had. I know Kota Ibushi is like considering signing with WWE, has refused an AEW contract. I feel like Omega and Ibushi, or like either or, are going to go wherever the other goes.
I don't know. I know we said the same thing about Cody Rhodes. Like, oh, he'll never leave AEW, and he fucking did and showed up in WWE, but I don't think Kenny will do it.
How fucking awesome would it be, though? And I mean, again, I rag on Kenny Omega, but how fucking cool would it be if after Cody beats Roman at WrestleMania and he's up on the fucking turnbuckle and he's got the belts and the fucking fireworks and the pyro are going off everywhere. He does the fucking Bullet Club, like, too sweet deal when he gets off the turnbuckle, and there's Kenny Omega standing there. And Cody's just like, oh, fuck.
It'd be a cool visual, but like very, very, very improbable.
I know, very improbable, but there's also the deal too where Jay White, yes, is a free agent, but WWE is prioritizing somebody above Jay White, and I don't think that's Kota Ibushi, and I don't think that's Tama Tonga, and I don't think that's Nick Aldis. The only one I could see above that would be Kenny Omega. Nobody knows his contract status.
I don't know. I just don't.
You gotta think. I don't know. Another thing too is that you gotta think that Cody's bringing somebody with him to WrestleMania, other than Brandy. And Heyman brought up Cody's wife with the fucking quotation marks. You gotta think that there's somebody other than Brandy showing up for Cody. And it's not going to be Dustin, and it's not going to be Arn.
Ricky Starks?
I don't see it being Ricky Starks because I don't think his contract would be up by then.
Well, like, everybody lost their fucking shit when he showed up at Royal Rumble, just in the backstage, so I figured,
That would be dope, but I just think, could it be, because, I mean, could there be some sort of something attached to Cody doing the fucking gun symbol and the fucking too sweet at the Rumble, and the Young Bucks responded to it, and like, hey, is there something to that? I don't know.
Maybe it's just Cody working us.
It could be. He did it before.
I don't know, but hey, if Omega does show up, hey, that'd be Hall of Fame worthy. Hey, speaking of Hall of Fame, a lot of names being thrown around for this year's Hall of Fame. Of course, 2020 inductee Batista, who couldn't make it to the double ceremony that they did, so his name was pulled out. So his name is, of course, being thrown around. Midnight Express being thrown around, and we're confused as to what Midnight Express, whether it's Bodacious Bob and Bombastic Bart, or that other fucking Midnight Express with Stan Lane. And
should be Stan Lane, Dennis Condrey, Bob Eaton, and fucking Jim Cornette.
Oh, you mean the fake Midnight Express?
That is the Midnight Express, not fucking Bob Holly and Bart Ralph Gunn.
That's not the Midnight Express I grew up with.
If it's going to be Bart Gunn and Bob Holly, then at least give Butterbean the celebrity inductee.
Well, speaking of celebrity inductees, Cyndi Lauper is actually pinned for the celebrity inductee.
She should have been in a long time
Yeah,
ago.
I agree with that. Yeah, totally. Because
She should have been one of the first ones.
Because who
Like,
was the first celebrity inductee? Pete Rose. Pete Rose was the first celebrity.
Yeah, Pete Rose would have been the first one. LT's not in there either.
Yeah, LT. Well,
we got William Refrigerator
holding,
Perry, but not Lawrence
Taylor. I think they're holding back on LT because didn't you have like some rape charges on him?
Oh, yeah.
So that kept back on, much like they're holding back on China and shit like that.
You know? But China's in.
Technically.
It's part of DX, but still.
Oh,
I suppose they did the technically because the fans were pissed about it.
Yeah. So
but Sonny's still in there for fuck's sake.
Well, that was before she, killed a man.
Well, yeah.
Another name being thrown around recently is Lillian Garcia.
That one's well deserved.
Yeah, I'm okay with that one. A lot of people get, uppity about Hall of Fame names. That one, I wouldn't get uppity about.
She was the voice of fucking the fucking ring announcer for Raw for how many years?
Oh God!
And we watched her evolve. Like we listened to her voice evolve and her announcing techniques evolve over how many years?
I think it was like 10 years for her first run and at least like 3 for the second.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's close to 13 to 16 years, I would think.
And who else was mentioned? The Great Muta is being discussed.
Yeah, Umaga, or Umaga, as William Regal like to call
him. Umaga. And I'm missing one name. Who the hell is
Michelle McCool.
That one.
That's the hashtag blow taker.
I was just about to say the same thing. Hashtag blow taker. I mean, not that I have anything against her. She is a great athlete.
But Victoria's not in.
Wait on McCool is
Bull Nakano's not in.
Yeah, I think there's people like I didn't do this part with her, but like during that live signing with Melina said it perfectly herself. She's like, Melina said, I don't mind going into the Hall of Fame, but there's people before me that should go in.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is with McCool. I don't mind McCool going in eventually, but I think there's people before her that should go in. Like Leilani Kai's not fucking in.
Well, like I said too, Bull Nakano.
Judy Martin's not fucking in, to my knowledge.
Is she not in the legacy?
That's what I was just about to say. I don't know if she's in the legacy wing or not.
Huh. Sable.
I don't know if Sable would want it.
Well, it might still be tied up in lawsuits too.
Well, I think they settled the lawsuit. That's why she came back for a second run.
Well, I mean, considering Brock Lesnar is like still Brock Lesnar.
So those are your rumored names, I believe, for the Hall of Fame there. Some of those, some of those are based in reality. Speaking of reality, AEW, Tony Khan hyped another big announcement. And that big announcement was a new AEW reality show, AEW All Access. And I'm already fucking confused about this show. And here's why. Because they announced a AEW reality show that follows the AEW top stars, which, okay, I'm with it. I'm following the show so far. Okay? All right? AEW All Access follows top stars. Adam Cole announced it on top of all that.
Baby.
But the AEW reality show, which is going to follow the top stars of AEW, is going to feature the in-ring return of Adam Cole.
Baby.
So is it a fucking reality show or a wrestling show?
I thought, though, okay, but I thought I read it that his in-ring return is on Dynamite the night of the premiere of All Access, because All Access follows Dynamite.
So then maybe whoever wrote whatever I read just fucking botched it then.
That could be. I don't know.
That's where I was confused on. I'm like, okay, it's a reality show, but Adam Cole's going to have his in-ring debut on that show? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
But like the idea of a reality show, we already watched. Well, there's those that already watched Being the Elite, which I get is the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega with other AEW stars. But how many are you gonna follow?
Yeah, that's just
And-
been fucking off, you know.
And when I first read it, I was like, I wish they had tape of Brawl Out and Ace Steel biting Kenny Omega. That would be the perfect first episode.
Oh my god.
Just
Well, I
start
mean-
it off with the all-out press conference and CM Punk ripping everybody.
I'm
Then you
old,
go to
tired, and I work
backstage.
with fucking
You go to fucking. I work with fucking children. And then you go back to his locker room. The dog's running around, and fucking Ace Steel's wife standing here with crutches or whatever her issue was.
door gets
Then the door gets kicked in. Here comes the Elite, and it's like, oh fuck yeah, yeah.
Cuts to Tony Khan sitting in front of the camera, like I don't know what the hell was going on that night.
It's just the press conference still continuing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about it till much later, you know. That's gotta be, you know, maybe not season 4, but season 5 of fucking Dark Side of the Ring has to have that episode.
Oh man.
I gotta start tweeting those guys. You know, like please make
Brawl out.
Yeah. But I'm interested in this all access if it's interesting.
If it actually looks like it is straight up backstage and you're in the locker room and you're doing like you're going like it doesn't seem evidently fucking like for the camera like we're gonna stage this.
Yeah,
Then I'm interested.
It's not like just to push other storylines and shit. And like, yeah, I'll at least check it out.
Yeah.
You know, because apparently some of the episodes they're gonna have is Britt Baker, which I'm a big Britt Baker fan. Cole, of course, a couple
If
others.
you take me to Britt Baker's fucking dental office, hell yeah. Like if it's gonna be that kind of shit, I'll fucking take it.
All right, take me to fucking Britt Baker's lingerie drawer. Wait, what? You said something, so I said something. So I. Hey, speaking of Limbo,
oh, is this about fucking Undisputed Grimes?
It is about Undisputed Grimes. Apparently, Cameron Grimes is being held up in quote unquote limbo because he was supposed to be up on the main roster right now because he is officially done with NXT, but he is yet to be brought up to the main roster. Thoughts on Grimes there?
I've been wondering where Cameron Grimes was.
Same. I've been wondering where the fuck he was.
And right now there's not a place for him, but I fear that if you just throw him onto the main roster, nobody's going to know who the fuck he is. If you reintroduce him back into NXT, give him a small little run again, then put him onto like Raw or SmackDown, sure, but I don't know. There's already so many guys, so much talent, rather, on the main roster that has either been brought back and aren't being used properly, or they've been reinvigorated and people are just starting to like really catch on to them, that to throw Cameron Grimes into there now or anytime soon, I just think wouldn't be good.
Since since we can't do Undisputed Grimes, and there is somebody on the main roster who's struggling, I got a new idea for you for Cameron Grimes now. All right, you ready
Grimes.
for this one? Damn it! You knew where I was going with that. Fuck.
Grimes row.
Hit Grimes.
Actually, speaking of them, Hit Row is heels if they continue on doing like they're doing, and like you want to think they're annoying, but you want to fucking hate the shit out of them at the same time. I think it could be successful.
They got fucking crickets on SmackDown.
I suppose they did get their asses beat by Bray and Howdy.
Yeah, but they even threw a like, this is the place where Brett screwed Brett, and they got nothing from that.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn it, I can't believe you knew where I was going with that, man.
I was a wild guess, to be honest. I was just like, it's going to be Hit Grimes, isn't it?
Yeah, Hit Grimes, man. Put him in that group, man. Let him bring that group back up. Shit, man. And the final thing of news here, This might lead into what's up your ass, but I'm not for sure yet. I'm pretty sure it might. But the final bit of news here, also on Saturday, the same day as the Elimination Chamber, Nick's favorite wrestler, Mercedes Moné, won the IWGP Women's Championship.
I tried to block this from my fucking mind. Fuck.
Won the IWGP Women's Championship from the former Kari, excuse me, from the former Kari Sane, now just known as Kari, in 26 minutes at the in fucking New Japan. I couldn't remember the initials for some reason.
NJPW.
Thank you. Battle in the Valley. So, Nick, thoughts other than her appearance?
This isn't actually what's up my ass.
Oh, okay.
I don't. I can't even really fucking describe this anymore because I was like really mad about it. But then I was like, oh, I guess I get it. But then I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck did she do to deserve a fucking shot in the first place? Kyrie was the inaugural IWGP Women's Champion or so, whatever the fuck that belt is. I mean, okay, I guess. As long as she doesn't throw a hissy fit when she has to drop the title and fucking leave. That's what bothers me, is all these fucking hissy fits. You're supposed to be a fucking grown woman that is making a name for yourself and fucking making a career for yourself. But as soon as something doesn't go your way, you flash back to fucking middle school and freak out. Like, what fucking example are you fucking setting? Other than you can throw a hissy fit, walk out, and everybody should bow down to you because your hair looks like a butterfly threw up.
I said other than her appearance. You cannot insult her appearance.
Okay, fine. And I was glad to see that had faded. But still, I just... Maybe she could prove me wrong. I don't know. But I just think that she's been overhyped and overrated for way fucking too long, considering she whines and cries to get her fucking way, way, way too often. She says it was her dream to be in New Japan, but how fucking long ago was it where she was like, Eddie Guerrero was my hero and I dreamed of being a WWE superstar and yada yada yada, WWE, wee yay.
You sure this is not what's up your ass?
Yes, I'm positive, because I got something else up there.
You're a little heated about this.
Like I said, I blocked this out because I was like, fuck it, whatever. And forgot about it. Fuck.
I just want to say the outfit she was wearing just looked great. So yeah, that was the news this week. So while Nick is all nice and warmed up, Nick, what's up your ass?
I read an interview with Frankie Kazarian today where he talked about his choice to leave AEW and how he felt he wasn't being used to his potential and to his level of talent, if you will. And I just thought, Tony Khan let Frankie Kazarian leave. He let fucking Cody Rhodes leave. But he won't let fucking Miro or Andrade or Malachi Black or fucking FTR or insert name here who wants to leave for one reason or another. When he's not fucking using them. Fucking use your talent, you fucking dipshit.
Well, to be fair, Frankie Kazarian, come on.
One half of the inaugural AEW Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, but okay. With Miro,
he was involved in major AEW storylines for at least the first year, if not into it. Remember when he was like the Elite Hunter or whatever it was?
Yeah, but with Miro, Malachi, and Andrade, out of those three names, and if you throw in Frankie Kazarian, out of those four names, one of those names I don't see as a marquee name in AEW, considering age is involved.
Andrade?
No, Kazarian.
I don't know. I mean, Kazarian was an original. Kazarian was one of the first ones to sign on.
Yeah, I
You
get that.
let him go. Not to mention, Tony Khan let Regal go when he knew damn well what he was planning to do. And he let him go. Yeah, sure, Regal said about his son and whatever, and I believe that, but at the same time, there's also the fact that Triple H had just regained control of creative and whatever else only a few months, and talent only a few months before that. And all of a sudden, Regal doesn't want to exercise his re-sign option when he's clearly been happy doing what he's doing in AEW, putting over young talent. Oh, gee. And suddenly he wants to leave. Oh, okay, good. You let these people leave. You let Cody Rhodes leave. One of the founders of AEW.
You let Cody Rhodes leave because Cody Rhodes wanted Punk money.
Well, but in hindsight, I think Cody Rhodes should have got Punk money considering.
Well, I agree, but I'm just saying that's why he left.
Okay, fine, but still. If you are willing to release guys because they come to you and say, hey, look, I want my release. I want to go somewhere where I can help out and where I can be used to the potential I serve at my age or whatever it is, or at this stage of my career. Then why are you going to let them out when you have so much talent anyway that you're not using and or putting in shitty stables such as Mogul affiliates? Who the fuck is Trench? And why should I give a fuck about him or Parker Boudreaux?
Because it's Parker Boudreaux.
I don't give a fuck. He tries way too hard to be Brock Lesnar. And I just... Fuck. Tony Khan's got to smarten the fuck up because I'm confused.
And that's what's up your ass?
There we go.
All right, so that was up Nick's ass. Now we're going to move on to our games we like to play here. It came from eBay and the three-word dance. And since Shelby isn't here, we do modify the rules for It Came From eBay, and that is where Nick has to find the most expensive item to get a point. If he finds the lowest priced item, Shelby will get a point. And if he finds the one in the middle, nobody gets anything. So let's find. Let me find some items here. Okay, I haven't used that much on this one. All right. Okay, your first three are. It is. I actually had these one time, and that is WWF Coliseum Video Tattoos. These are removable tattoos featuring Shawn Michaels, Sonny, Undertaker, and Bret Hart. The next one is a WWF Stone Cold Steve Austin inflatable bop bag. Are you familiar with what a bop bag is?
Yes.
Okay. It's where you punch that thing over and pops back up and you just keep punching that motherfucker. Or is it the 1989 WWF Superstar Calendar? If you ever needed a 1989 calendar, got you covered. And it features all the superstars, or not all, but featured superstars of 1989. I should have wrote some of them down, but I didn't. Which one of these three are going for the most expensive price on eBay?
The calendar.
Points. Nick.
Yeah.
Because that calendar is actually going for the price of $55. Your next three here. Okay. Your next three here is a 1980s. What did I write here? Can't remember. It's a 1980s pillowcase that features the Iron Sheik, Mean Gene Okerlund, and Hulk Hogan. I know what a combination that is. Or is it the WWE talking soaps? These are soaps that when you put them underwater, somehow they talk. And they'll say phrases.
What you gonna do, brother?
No, Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. And there's two of them. One features The Rock, one features Stone Cold Steve Austin. And you can actually, and if anybody who listens to this who doesn't watch Wrestling with Regret, aka Brian Zane, you can actually see the Stone Cold Steve Austin one in action if you go to his channel and check it out. Or is it the 1999 WCW coloring book, which features Scott Steiner on the cover? Because when I think coloring, I think Scott Steiner. Which one of these three are going for the most expensive price on eBay?
The WCW color book.
Ooh, points. Shelby.
Damn.
That is actually the cheapest one. It's going for the price of $19.99.
Oh, fuck.
All right. And your last three here. Let's go with. Have I done that one? No. Okay. Is it the WWF stationery set? It comes with pencils, like a little pencil case, notebook, that good stuff there. It is still sealed, and it features The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and the Hardy Boys. Or is it the vintage WCW NWO curtains? It is just a pair of curtains for your bedroom that have the WCW and NWO logo on them. Or is it the vintage 1980s Rock and Roll Express bandana? It is just a bandana that has the Rock and Roll Express words on there, nothing fancy on it or anything. Which one of these three are going for the most expensive price on eBay?
The Rock and Roll Express bandana.
Yeah, I think I made that too obvious. Yeah. Points, Nick. All right, so you got two on them there.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. All right, and now we're going to move on to the three-word dance, where we usually give each other three words that relate to a wrestler and see if we can figure out the connection here. I got to write down some new ones. I'm going through my backlog here. Your first one being... Okay. I think this is obvious, but I'm going to go with it anyway. First three are warrior, slide, alligator.
Warrior, slide, alligator. Oh.
Okay, maybe not.
Warrior, slide,
Alligator.
alligator. Oh, fuck. Hint.
Your hint being former presidents Abraham Lincoln and George Washington.
Abraham Washington.
No.
Fuck.
No.
I don't know.
Titus O'Neil.
Oh.
Warrior, because the Warrior Award slide, because of that slide at the Greatest Royal Rumble. Alligator, him and Heath Slater.
Gator.
Yeah, there you go. And then Abraham Washington. So you're kind of getting there.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, so my first three: lion, tiger, nickname.
Lion, tiger, nickname. Animal?
No.
Oh, Ernest Miller.
No.
Oh. Stacy Carter.
No.
What the fuck? Ernie Ladd?
No.
Keith Lee.
No.
What the fuck?
You're in the ballpark. Like, you have the right idea. But...
Yeah, I'm just trying to think who else has a fucking cat nickname. I thought
more emphasis on the nickname. But you mentioned another name earlier in there.
Heath Slater?
No.
It's the only other name I fucking mentioned.
After that, you mentioned the name of a certain road warrior.
Animal, I said that.
Yeah, but if you take that and you take nickname, and then you really think about it.
Hawk?
No.
I take animal and really think about it.
And you take nickname and think, okay, so a lion and a tiger is an animal. And there's a nickname, and it's not a road warrior.
Hint.
Your hint being Spectre.
Spectre?
Yeah. If you don't get it, you're gonna hate me. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, because like lion, tiger nickname. Take animal. Think of a nickname that isn't road warrior. Is it Ultimate Warrior?
No. Whose nickname was Animal or the Animal?
Oh, is it Batista?
It is Batista.
Oh shit!
Damn, I would have thought you would have got there quicker than that.
Oh,
Wow.
oh good. All right, your next three are Justice, Time, Game.
JTG.
Fuck! I didn't think you'd see right through that one. God damn it!
I had one of those too, so that narrows that down. So your next three words: good to me.
Good to me. Good to me. Good to me. Oh, wait a minute. Good to me. Good to me. Good to me. Good to me. Fuck. Fuck. Hint. I don't know.
Your hint being Jackie.
Charlie Haas?
No.
Rico?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
it's
look so good to me.
That's what I was like. I know I've heard that before, and I can't fucking put my finger on it. All right, your last one for me. Let's go with. All right. Let's see if you get this one. I think you will, though. Your three words are milk. No, not Kurt Angle. The three words are milk, who, tell.
Jim Neidhart.
No.
Trish Stratus.
No. What?
Milk. Who? Tell.
No.
Gold Dust.
No.
Hint.
Your hint being your hint being duck.
Booker T.
Damn it, I didn't think you'd see right through that one. God damn it. Milk, because of Hey Book, got milk? And there was a promo one time where Boss Man came to Booker T and was just like, hey, you ready for your match with Steve Austin tonight? And he's like, who? He's like, Steve Austin. Who? Because he was copying. He was copying what? And then tell me. He didn't just say that. And then Shucky Ducky Quack Quack. God damn it.
All right, so my last one. Button. Slate. Fact.
Button. Slate. Fact. Button. Slate. LA Knight?
Damn it. The button being the dummy, yeah. That
Yeah.
button. Slate Randall in NXT before like he became Eli Drake or LA Knight for that matter. And that is a fact of life. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only thing I went on was fact. I was just like, I have no fucking idea other than fact.
Dummy. Yeah.
All right. So that was 3-word dance, and now we're going to get into our review of Elimination Chamber 2023. But before we do that, I want to give a quick shout out to the great people over at MoviesAreUSA.net. And if you don't know what MoviesAreUSA.net it is, let me talk to you about it. And that is,
Let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you.
Yeah.
It is a great website where you can head on over and find either hard-to-find movies that have never been available and TV shows that have never been available on a Blu-ray, or movies and TV shows that have never been available on Blu-ray. And you can get those on DVD as well by special request for movies only. Unfortunately, not for the TV shows. And you can get those delivered right to your house. Where do I usually go with this fucking ad? Hard to find TV shows. Let's try it again. Let's roll it back. Let's roll it back again. All right. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Hold on. What MoviesAreUSA.net is, it is a great website where you can head on over and find movies and TV shows that have either never been released on Blu-ray or have either hard to find on Blu-ray. And you can go on over and buy them for a great reasonable price. That's where I usually go with it. And if that price just isn't reasonable enough for you, you can use our checkout code 3-way and save yourself 50% on your purchase. And usually I say the word, not the number, but guess what? You can use either one. We don't care which one, because it's going to save you 50% either way. And just because they're a sponsor doesn't mean I'm not a customer. I just bought $130 worth of shit today. Save 50% on the shit. And I didn't want to pay the 50% off price. So guess what I did? You know what they also have on MoviesAreUSA.net? They have Shop Pay. You can pay for your purchase in 4 easy payments. You can separate that so you don't have to pay it all at once. So it's even better. MoviesAreUSA.net makes your shopping experience even better. Free shipping if you spend over $50. Don't want to spend that much, don't want to do the shop, don't want to do the paying for it, that's okay too. Only $5 shipping. $5 shipping on that, ships real fast. I hit send. I got an email confirmation 15 minutes later saying my order's on the way. All right. Can't beat that. Yeah. International listeners. Yeah. International listeners, we know you're listening. I read the analytics. I do. I'm always reading those analytics. I always got to make sure. We know only 1% of the people who listen are female. We know 1% of our listeners are non-binary. We know that stuff. That doesn't really help with the international thing. But international listeners, we know Canada is our #1 listening base. United Kingdom, France, India, Germany, Hungary. Hungary snuck up on us there. You know, United Arab Emirates. We know you're all listening. France. You guys can also enjoy what MoviesRUSA.net has to offer because they ship international. The only caveat is there's a small little twist there. That little spend 50 and get free shipping. That's not going to work for you, unfortunately. You do have to pay the exact shipping price to get whatever it is you want from MoviesRUSA.net. But you can still use that checkout code 3-way and save yourself 50% on your purchase. They just released over 50 new titles, including the Netflix favorite, which you got to go out and get this show. If you don't have Netflix and don't want to get Netflix, get this show. It's called The End of the Fucking World. 2 seasons. It is 16 episodes of great fucking television that you'll never regret watching. Great soundtrack. Highly suggest picking up. They just released the last 2 seasons of Lucha Underground, seasons 3 and 4. That's what I bought from. I bought the last 2 seasons of Lucha Underground. I bought the 2nd season of Into the Fucking World, and I bought the Netflix series Alice in Borderland. Great TV all around. Plus, for the Canadians, hey, Corner Gas Animated, they have it because, hey, I forgot the company that made it, but they didn't release it on DVD. So, hey, if you want Corner Gas Animated, you don't want to go to Crave always and watch it, they got it. MoviesRUSA.net. Or for Americans, don't want to go to Amazon Prime and watch it all the time. You know, so head on over to MoviesRUSA.net. Use that checkout code 3-way. Save yourself 50% on your purchase. All right, so let's get into it. Excuse me. Elimination Chamber, and we kick it off with the Women's Elimination Chamber here. Sorry, I had to finish that off. What the fuck is Carmella's new music? I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I love the new gear though.
It's not FABULOUS. Yes.
Yeah. I like the new gear though.
She just looks so plastic to me.
Oh, I love it. But I do want Raquel in my mouth.
Braun Strowman might have something to say about that.
Oh well.
Braun!
When he can when he can not lose a match to Ricochet clean, then we'll talk.
Wow.
And Natty looking good with the outfits too.
I
loved Nikki Cross like sitting down, rocking back and forth.
Yeah, it was dope.
That was great. I love that. Natalya taking fucking chain bumps like a fucking champ. She was taking chain bumps like she was running ropes or some shit, man.
Yeah.
God damn. I love the springboard into the chain. Like you know how she usually does that springboard suplex and throws them on their ass?
Yeah.
But she did it like the opposite. She did the springboard and then threw them into the cage. I thought that was great. Why the fuck isn't, I know not everybody can be at the top. I get that. And there's certain, Charlotte's at the top, of course. You got Becky at the top. You got Belair at the top right now. You got Rhea Ripley going for the top. And our winner of this match is going to be in the top. Shit like that. But why the fuck isn't Raquel in that picture?
And especially with how they used her in this match. It was just like, what the fuck?
She came in.
Why are we taking her more seriously? But that's the Ronda Rousey effect, too.
She came in and was just like a house of fucking fire. Yeah. Just looked like $1 million and everything. And then, well, I'll get to it. But I just don't understand why she's not one of the top stars in this fucking division. Liv Morgan with a great fucking sunset flip from the top of the chamber. Like, when I saw that she was going to go for the sunset, I was like, this is going to get fucked up. But she hit it perfectly. Slingshot. I wrote slingshot. Why did I write slingshot? I wrote it off to the side. I forgot. Oh yeah, Morgan and Natalya were the bump machines of this fucking match.
Yeah.
Nice dive by Cross. I thought Cross's elimination was a little shitty. I mean, yeah, she was plowed through the fucking chamber wall, but like still, you know.
Was Carmella in that pod when she was?
No, like once she saw like Raquel like booking it.
Okay, yeah. She went to the other one.
Yeah, she ran out of there. And like I think a better way, because like she was chasing Carmella, like, and then Carmella got herself in the pod. I think the better spot would have been for like Nikki to get a running start and just throw herself through the fucking pod.
Yeah.
How sweet would that have fucking been?
Yeah.
You know? Sweet sunset from the pod. Oh, wait a minute. They wanted that right. Oh, okay. Nice sunset flip into the chamber by Natty. That's what I meant to say earlier on Raquel. Then the sunset flip. Okay, I said that too soon. I will say I didn't like that Liv was the second one gone, but they did make her look good in losing.
Yep.
You know, and what the fuck? This is one of the problems. I had two problems with the matchup, and one was Raquel's elimination. Like a bunch of kicks and she's gone. You know, and the other problem I had with it is just like, you know, the problem I've been having. It's the same problem I've been having with a couple Royal Rumbles over the past few years, and that like this year's Royal Rumble, Cody came out at number 30. Like, oh gee, I wonder who's gonna fucking win.
Yeah.
You know, Asuka came out at number 6, and it's just like, oh gee. Right. I wonder who's gonna fucking win. Especially when it came like if it would have came down to Raquel and Asuka, I would have had a little bit of fucking like, oh, maybe they are gonna go with Raquel.
Yeah.
You know, but once
Asuka,
it came out,
Carmella, and
don't get me wrong, I like Carmella, and I think, you know, I like her reign as SmackDown Women's Champion, but like it's just once it came down to Carmella and Asuka, they might as well Carmella should have just left the fucking chamber.
Yeah.
You know, just walk out and let her win. You know, that was my only other problem with this match. That and Raquel's way of elimination. Other than that, I deducted like half points for that, so I give it 4 stars.
I give it 4 stars too. I wasn't sure what to. This actually becomes a recurring theme that I wasn't sure what to expect, whether it be good or bad, for that matter. But yeah, 4 stars. I did really enjoy this. Yeah. I enjoyed the Carmella run into different pods. Like, it certainly surprised me given the lineup of talent in it as well. Like, I wasn't sure what to think because it was like, okay, there's a few that can win, a few that might. So yeah, no, I enjoyed it.
I just think that'd been great. Like Carmella wins from up on, Nikki Cross just barrels herself through the fucking
barrels into it.
And she runs to another one. She does it again. You know, God, that'd been so sweet. Next up.
Oh no.
Next up, Brock Lesnar taking on Bobby Lashley. I wrote down 2 things for this match. 1, how's the F5 still a fucking finish at this point?
Yeah.
And secondly, thank you for wasting my goddamn time. 0 stars.
Problem I have here is that the series matches, the 3 matches that these two have had, should have been fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And yet, all 3 of them have been booked poorly. And rather than finish it off with the fight pit at WrestleMania, they're gonna finish it off with fucking Brock Omos going for Brock, and Bray Wyatt versus Bobby Lashley.
I'd rather see Brock and Omos than another fucking Lashley and Omos, or Lashley and fucking Brock match.
But that's what I say. If it was Lashley and Brock, put them in the fight pit.
I would much rather see Brock steamroll Omos or vice versa than fucking Brock and Lashley in a fight pit.
I don't know. I did rank this higher, but I'm dropping it down because I just hate what's happening now and what they did. So I can only give this 1 star.
You gave it 2?
I gave it 3 to start.
Oh my God.
before I watched Raw, and I was like, "Fuck, really?"
Yeah, once it was just like F5s and spears and attempted hurt locks and like and Lashley kicking out at F5s where I'm just like, how the fuck is the F5 even a goddamn finisher now? You know, Carmelo should be able to kick out of a goddamn F5. You know, like it just doesn't make any goddamn sense. And then fucking Lashley,
L-O-U-S, yes.
fucking, Lesnar kicks fucking Lesnar in the groin, DQ, and it's over. That's why I was like, thank you for wasting my goddamn time with this.
Yeah,
You know?
I just. But yeah, no, you are right though. And if Lesnar steamrolls Omos, I'm down. But it shouldn't be a competitive match at all.
Well, I don't know, because you have to love him or hate him. Omos had a good match with Strowman at Crown Jewel.
Okay, fine, but when you have already, and I don't understand Bray Wyatt calling out Bobby Lashley or fucking Brock Lesnar. What in the fuck? And I love Bray Wyatt, but what are they fucking doing?
I don't see any money in that match.
There's
Much
not.
like, yeah, that's something I want to mention too. Let me go back to the women's match real quick. I don't see any money in Bianca and Asuka.
I don't either. Not at this point. Because everybody's gonna love Asuka either way.
Well, it's not even that. I just like, out of all the, I'm not just saying this because I'm a mark for her, but like, I think Raquel and Bianca would sell more than fucking Bianca and Asuka. I think
Power versus power, I think so too. Asuka's been relegated down the card in terms of the women's division for how long?
yeah, I think fucking Liv versus Bianca would have fucking made money.
I could have been down with that.
Liv is a big draw. Hell, I think in some fucking weird way, Natty and Bianca could have made money because then they could have sold like the veteran coming for the up and comer.
Or even like Dakota Kai or Io Sky if they had went in that direction.
You
Break
know,
away
like,
from damage control.
but like I just don't see fucking. I mean, I don't want people to take this as like I fucking hate Asuka. I'm not Shelby, but I just don't see it. I think there was just so many other different directions they could have went in that match rather than Asuka. And I get they're trying to push the whole Kana on us and shit like that. I get that.
Okay, I get that too, but it's also a little bit late to be doing that considering some of the names you've just mentioned.
Yeah. You know, especially the different stories you could have told, like the power versus power. Like, can Bianca overcome Raquel's fucking power game? Can Raquel or can Bianca overcome the veteranness of Natty? Can Liv Morgan, there's so many other fucking directions.
Can Liv Morgan bring down the powerhouse that has been Bianca Belair?
Fuck, even Carmella. If Carmella would have won, can like fucking Bianca, outsmart Carmella and her sneakiness or whatever. You know?
What do you do with Bianca and fucking Asuka?
Can Bianca out crazy Nikki Cross? You know? But yeah, I can't. Me personally, I'm just like, okay, like I guess I'm fucking looking more forward to Charlotte and Rhea rematch from 2-3 years ago.
I would have rathered Rhea go for Bianca.
Yeah, and that's where I thought they were going with that.
Yeah.
You know, but hey, Will.
And even in the build-up, you could have done the Street Profits and Bianca versus the Judgment Day. And it would have made more fucking sense than this next match, even though it lived up further to my expectations.
Yeah, same. Which is Edge and Beth Phoenix taking on the Grit couple.
I fucking hate that fucking name. It's so fuck. And if you were really gonna use that for this match, it should have been Dominic Mysterio and fucking Rhea Ripley instead of their opponents, Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley.
I don't understand why they didn't go Dominic and Rhea, but Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. And first thing I wrote down was fucking Beth Phoenix saying, "Eat this, bitch."
Yep.
That was great. And you know what? It happened on SmackDown. Then it happened here, and I just wrote down a question, and it gets answered later, and I'll tell you when it gets answered. But like I wrote down, is "fuck you" insert name here becoming a thing?
Fuck you, Dominic.
Yeah, I'm like, is this becoming a thing?
Fuck you, Dominic.
And like the first time, he wasn't even doing anything.
Yep.
He was just standing out there. But then he missed his cue, like trying to hit.
You, Dominic.
Then he missed his cue trying to hit Beth on the turnbuckle, and then he had to redo it again. And great missed tag spot. Finn going under the ring, then grabbing Edge off the apron. Fucking great. Loved it.
Edge did poetry in motion.
Yeah. And like Beth was the fucking.
Yeah. The Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. Beth missed her cue on that break and pin count there. I did like the power bombs from Beth and Rhea. The finish was kind of fun, and like you said, I had low expectations for this. I was just like really like when the match was made, I was like, okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't give a shit. But I actually had more fun watching this match than I thought I was going to. 3.5 stars.
I gave it 4. I loved the finish. I liked how they built. They well surpassed my expectations from this. Despite the fact that I hate the Grit couple name, especially in this context. And if you're going for that context, it should have been Dominic and Rhea Ripley. But also, I guess I get it with Finn Balor if they're really going to do fucking Balor versus Edge again at WrestleMania and Hell in a Cell. Yeah.
Next up is the United States Championship Chamber match. First thing I wrote down again.
Yeah.
Nothing against him, but when he came out, there was crickets for fucking Bronson Reed.
Yep.
When he came out for his entrance. Love the constant roll-up attempts. I love that spot. Where they constantly go for roll-ups.
Gargano and Rollins were fantastic, though, starting that out.
Yeah. Enough with the fucking singing, man. Like, oh my God.
It's fun. Getting a bit much.
It's fun during the entrance and maybe a little bit when the match starts, but like, fuck, stop. All right. I love the fucking, like, who was it? Theory. Theory was like taunting Gargano, like, you can't get in here. And then Seth is just behind them. Oh, no, it was the other way around. Yeah, it was the other way. Seth, he was taunting Seth, like, you can't get in here. And then Gargano was just behind them. And then they just broke it in the pod and shut it and beat the shit out of him.
Beat the fuck out of him, yeah.
That was great. Oh, my God, I love that. Nice kick sequence. I don't know what it was, but apparently it was nice. They showed Montez Ford in there. Like, I didn't write down anything until, like, Montez was, like, the last one in there.
Yes.
And the thing I wrote down was, please don't R-Truth Montez.
Montez Ford was fucking dope in this match.
I was about to say, they didn't.
Man.
They didn't R-Truth Montez, and for those of you who need context for that, I think one other time in the men's chamber history that I can think of, they let all 6 men in before eliminations happened, and the last man in was R-Truth, and he came in, he hit like a scissor kick, he hit his forearm and shit, he hit like a hip toss, and then boom, he was kicked and he was out. So that's why I was like, please don't do that to Montez. Don't let him come in and get like...
Then he eliminated fucking, what was it, Priest and Bronson Reed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was a thing tonight here. Oh yeah. Okay, so I want to mention this because it in the women's chamber match, Natalya was like throwing Liv Morgan into like the corner of the chain in the pod, and the fans were chanting one more time. Natty looked at him and picked her up and threw her one more time and shit, right? In the Lesnar and Lashley match, I think Lesnar was doing F5s, I think, and the fans were chanting one more time. So he picked them up, fucking F5'd them one more time. In the chamber match, fucking Reed was doing something. I forgot what the fuck it was. But they were like, one more time. And Reed looked at him, and then he fucking gave him like the arm fuck you and shit like that. Fucking loved it.
Yeah.
That was great. Like, everybody complied with the one more time tonight, except for Reed.
Yeah.
Reed was like, I'm not pandering to you fucks.
That's the thing. Great. Bronson Reed had his, like, this is why I'm a star moment. Like, this is why you should pay attention to me.
He came out the crickets, but, like, he got his reaction in the chamber and shit. Nice double team by Rollins and Johnny on Reed, even though it almost broke Johnny Gargano's neck.
Yeah.
Nice spot from Montez that flipped from the top of the
Chamber.
Thank you. And actually, that was not the spot I was talking about. It was this one because I'm like, how did Gargano? Oh no, this is it. No, how did Gargano not die from that Hurricanrana spot from the top of the chamber?
That was wild too. Yeah.
It was wild, but how the fuck is he not?
I also loved Gargano and Rollins sitting on top of the pot, and they're just like chatting with each other, and then Rollins just fucking chops and
like,
just,
how you doing? He's like, good, and then bam, chops again.
Yeah.
And yeah, I wrote down I feel bad. I'm just gonna say that I didn't write this part down, but like I feel bad for Angelo Dawkins because Montez Ford just became a fucking star.
Yeah.
If he wasn't a star before, he just became one now. And again, I like Angelo, but like the performance Montez just had in this match, if I were Angelo Dawkins, just go home.
I'd be worried.
Yeah, just go home.
I'd be prepping for catering.
Yeah. Just go to catering, grab yourself a coloring book, and
and some tacos and just
and the last thing I wrote down, I may not like the social media star, but I fucking love wrestler Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he is fucking amazing. Fucking 5 stars.
5 stars. Match of the fucking night. This is fucking awesome.
It was great because like I actually like did not see fucking Logan Paul coming.
All around, this is fucking great.
Yeah. Plus somebody usually comes to my lives on YouTube and he gets triggered now because I'm just like Logan Paul does the fucking buckshot lariat better than Adam Page. Like that's it. I'm out of here. I'm like it's true. Tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, 5 star. This is great. I love that like they got all 6 men in there and it wasn't just like, okay, 6 men in, now somebody's got to go. No, they actually went for a while. Then somebody was gone.
And it wasn't even Montez first, which I was sure that's.
Oh yeah, that's why I was like, don't R-Truth him.
Yep.
I thought he was gonna come in, maybe get a couple drop kicks off, maybe a frog splash, and maybe a stomp, and then he's out. But like, no, they gave him some shit, gave him 2 eliminations.
Yeah. The one thing though, we say poor Dawkins, but if they were to go the New Day route and keep the Street Profits together, but they both have their own successful solo careers or whatever, I'd be fine.
Yeah,
I think it could be fine. I don't think so either.
Because look at all the attention they give Montez.
I think Ford is going to either A, end up part of the new Hurt Business, or B, he's going to be the face versus Angelo is part of the new Hurt Business.
That could be it. And coming up next is the main event, a very anticipated main event.
Oh, man.
Roman Reigns defending the Universal Championship against Sami Zayn. And I had this question here for Shelby, but he's not here. That is, does Sami still need a sandwich? But he's not here to answer.
Oh, man.
The air kiss from Roman was great. Yep, fuck you. Insert name here is a thing now.
Fuck you, Roman.
Yeah.
It took them actually, and while you're at that, so I read a thing earlier. I think I did post this in the group chat. So the oh fuck, my eyes are bad. Wow, where is it? Here we are. So Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn didn't make contact for the first 4 minutes and 14 seconds after the bell. Meanwhile, according to Wikipedia, Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley lasted a total of 4 minutes and 45 seconds.
And that's just unacceptable.
That crowd went fucking nuts for Sami Zayn. Wow.
I love how, like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes into the match, like Roman Reigns has control and they start booing. Then Roman Reigns asks out loud,
yeah.
Are they booing me? Like, really?
Somebody mentioned, I forgot who it was, if it was commentary, if it was the crowd, they said Sammy Mania, and I just thought, shouldn't it be WrestleZania?
That'd be good too. That's good too. I think like Sami Zayn hit like the Blue Thunder Bomb or like Haluva Kick, one of the two.
Oh man.
And got like a 2 count. There was Heyman on the outside doing the Catholic cross and shit. Like, oh god, that was great. That caught my eye. I didn't really write down a lot of notes here. And then Kevin Owens came in at the end, and like Paul Heyman came up behind him and hit him, and Kevin Owens turned around, and you just hear Paul Heyman like, no, I always wanted to be with you, not him. And he gets stunned. That was great.
I loved Heyman wearing the neck brace on Monday on Raw too.
Yeah,
that was wonderful.
And, Sami Zayn missed the spear and hit Jey Uso by mistake. After that, did Jey Uso just evaporate? Because like after that, you never see him again.
No,
you don't see him. You don't see him laying outside.
But I think that was by design, because they're still wanting us to buy into who's with who. So they still haven't resolved whether Sammy wants to go for Roman or whether they're gonna do the tag title match.
Yeah, because I just found it weird how like he hits the spear and then all of a sudden they don't cut the Jay outside selling the ribs or
Jay didn't even try and help with KO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just for the story that was being told in this match, not even for like the moves that they did and all that good shit like that, 5 stars.
I only give this one 4.
Well,
no, 4.5. 4.5. I loved the post match. I liked how they kept it kind of open with Jay and Sammy and the whole thing there. The issue I have is that they went for the ref bump too early. They did it one too many times. I don't think they it was too predictable for me, and they made it look like it wouldn't be, but then quickly pulled the rug under out from that. I don't know, only 4.5. I just can't go the full grade.
Just for the story they were telling there with like maybe because there was a few seconds of doubt there where I'm just like, are they really going to let Sammy take this shit?
Yeah.
So there was a few seconds of doubt because like it reminded me of Undertaker Jeff Hardy ladder match where like
climb the ladder, kid, make yourself famous.
Yeah, because like going into that match, you're just like, well, fuck, Undertaker's just gonna fucking win. There's no way they're gonna give Jeff Hardy the title. But then there's that one moment in that match where you're like, holy shit, Jeff Hardy's gonna win, and you have that exact same moment in this match, where you have that one moment of doubt where like, oh,
that Haluva kick, and the ref was down. It's like, are you kidding? No, is the ref gonna come too? Because it happens quite a bit. It's like, oh, Sam, come on, and then the ref doesn't get up. You're like, no.
Yeah, and then when he kicked out of the spear the first time.
Yes.
So it's just like they planted that seed of doubt, like, holy shit, they're really gonna let Sammy get this, So that's why I'm just like, with the story being told, the post match, Jay coming out and everything, I was just like, okay, yeah, this gets 5 stars. Maybe it's not a Mac classic or anything like that, but just for the story being told here, it's 5 stars all around. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what do we give Elimination Chamber?
A solid 9. The only bad match was fucking Lesnar and Lashley.
That is true. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go 9 too. I wrote down 8, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go 9.
Yeah.
Just because that match got 0 for me, but everything else was pretty solid. Beth and Edge versus Judgment Day exceeded my expectations because I just thought it was going to be like a fucking whatever match, but it actually ended up being somewhat decent there, more decent than I anticipated. Men's chamber match exceeded too, for the kooky cast of characters they had in that match. That
was another thing too. Like, I was going into that, if you had told me I was going to give that 5 stars, I would have slapped the fuck out of you. Like,
that match just
line up in there and everything like that, and it was like, there's no fucking way, and it was fucking brilliant. I'm like, this is amazing.
It just seems like you're playing WWE 2K and you just hit random for each entrant.
Yep.
You just rolled with it.
Bronson Reed, fucking Montez Ford, Damian Priest, Austin Theory, Johnny Gargano, and Seth Rollins.
And
It's
you're like, all right, fuck it, start.
well, shit.
You know?
All right, here we go.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like there, But all right, so that was our review of Elimination Chamber 2023. We are not going to have an after game. We're going to go right to Nick's fact of the week and our vintage pick of the week, and we're going to call it a show here this week. So, Nick, what is your fact of the week?
Mike Tenay was offered a spot on lead commentary for All In, but he turned it down.
Which All In?
The only All In, because it became All Out after that. The introductory pay-per-view into AEW.
Oh, shit, I thought they still did both for some reason.
No. They only do All Out now. All In, the very first one. The independently funded one.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mike Tenay has remained retired, actually, since he was done with Impact. He won't come back.
He's like, fuck it.
Hashtag Mike Tenay and Don West for Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame 2023.
Hell yeah. And hell, if they won't do that shit, just at least give me Don West. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. And now we're going to move on to our vintage picks of the week, which is usually a match, a show, promo, commercial, something wrestling related we think you guys should seek out and watch. So, Nick, what is your vintage pick of the week?
My vintage pick of the week is, well, actually, it's any segment involving Eli Drake and the dummy button from Impact. Yeah. Whether it be the Facts of Life with EC3, whether it be him listing the top 5 dummies of Impact, any of them. It's fucking wonderful. If Impact had have made dummy buttons as like you can buy that shit, I would have bought like fucking 10 of them. Dummy, yeah. Dummy, yeah.
And my vintage pick of the week, I don't think any of us have ever made this our vintage. In fact, I mean, like, fuck, we're on episode like 88 now. So like, if it has, fuck, I don't know. But the Jay Lethal woo off.
I watch that all the time.
Yeah.
Man, I fucking love it.
Sometimes I see clips.
You cannot. Oh man.
Sometimes I see clips where I'm like, "Ooh, I want to make that my vintage pick of the week," and then I fucking forget about it. So I thought I wanted to make something from WCW my clip of the week. So like I typed in WCW in the fucking YouTube, and I was like, maybe it'll pop up, and I'll remember. And then the fucking woo off came up, and I'm like,
that's my line. That's my line.
Don't be mad because they don't want to ride Space Mountain. They tore down Space Mountain. Hey, oldest ride, longest line. Woo. Yeah.
Like Jay Lethal was so good in TNA.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Wow.
Oh, I'll make any of these girls cry, including that fat one right there.
That's my line. That's my line. And then the fucking Jay Lethal does the elbow drop on the jacket on the fucking stage, and Flair's just like fucking flipping shit. Oh man, I love it.
He's not even flipping shit. He's staring in amazement, like, I cannot believe what the fuck I'm seeing. Even like Mike Tenay and Taz are just like, what the shit? Mike Tenay's like, this is the damnedest thing I've ever seen. If you have never seen the Jay Lethal woo off, man, you are doing yourself a disservice. Go watch it.
Also, a bonus vintage pick of the week because Shelby isn't here. Isaac Hayes performing Chocolate Salty Balls at the WrestleMania 15 Rage Party.
Oh my god.
Of anything that could fucking happen, they have a fucking pre-party the night before WrestleMania 15.
Yeah.
They bring in Isaac Hayes, and not only do they bring in Isaac Hayes, but he performs Chocolate Salty Balls.
Put my balls in your mouth. You know.
Suck on my chocolate salty balls. Vince is up dancing on the balcony. Shane's all coked out, dancing everywhere. The whole WrestleMania Rage Party from that year is on YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that the one Brian Zane did like the top 10 like or top 8 like most insane moments from, or is that a different WrestleMania?
I don't know. It might be a different WrestleMania.
Maybe that could be it. Oh well. There's the bell, so we know what that means. That signifies the end of the three-way dance wrestling podcast this week. Sans Shelby. Hopefully he'll be back next week. And in fact, I don't even know what we're doing next week yet. We'll have to figure that out before at least Monday. So yeah, maybe another movie review. Yeah. Maybe another movie review. That seemed to do well for us last time. Did great numbers with the menu there. So or maybe a retro pay-per-view review. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So yeah, for Nick and myself, I am the Artist Version 1. Till next week, be breezy, guys.